A Clark County school trustee has missed dozens of meetings, may actually not be living in Nevada full-time.
So the absentee trustee is this woman, that is Katie Williams. She allegedly is living in a town over 1,200 miles away.
And if that's the case, what does it mean for her seat and the area she represents?
8 News Now education reporter Joshua Peguero is getting to the bottom of it. He joins us live in the newsroom with what he's uncovered. Joshua?
Trustee Katie Williams, first elected in 2020, told me she has no plans of running for re-election. But there are questions on whether or not she even lives in the county and if she's able to carry out her duties. Williams is active on social media, including on TikTok.
I've never opened a car door on a date. And I lived in big cities like Springfield, Illinois, not super big, but I lived in Las Vegas. I was up in Chicago a couple times, lived in St. Louis for a time.
Williams says the past tense lived when mentioning Las Vegas. Looking through her social media accounts, she has made several posts about Nebraska. In one, she says pray for Nebraska. In another, she mentions tornadoes on the ground while working. These are posts made when severe weather battered the state. Her Pinterest page, updated 4 days ago, has a section dedicated to Nebraska. I asked her about this, and in a text she tells me, I work remotely for a company in Utah, Nebraska, and California, and travel between the three.
But if you want to hold elected office, you also have to be an actual resident, because people sometimes have multiple homes. Maybe they travel for work.
David Orenlicker is a professor at UNLV's law school. He says 2 statutes govern election eligibility. One law states a seat can become vacant if an official has moved or has failed to carry out their duties.
If there's somebody who's just not doing their job, then the district attorney could also bring a proceeding to vacate their position.
Williams represents schools from the far Northwest Valley to rural Clark County. Since January of last year, Williams has not attended in person at least 15 board meetings, including Thursdays, where her chair sat empty. This document shows that Williams, believed to be fiance, bought a house at a suburb of Omaha back in March, and since March have reached out to CCSD about this issue, even as recently as today, and they ignore my request for comment. Reporting in the newsroom, Joshua Peguero, 8 News Now.
Joshua, thank you so much. Nevada statute says if a school board seat is vacated, it's the Board of Trustees who appoints a new member who must then run in the general election to complete the unexpired term.